In 2020 alone, Jeff Bezos added a little less than $90 billion to his net worth, as per the estimates from Bloomberg. Although the entire world was and still is engulfed in a global health situation, Jeff Bezos wasn't losing sleep. He was getting richer by the minute. The economic disaster caused by the global health situation resulted in an unprecedented 49 million Americans filing for unemployment benefits. But not Jeff Bezos. He was making money as he was sleeping. Even after his divorce from his wife Mackenzie, which saw the huge fortune getting split up, Bezos still doesn't have to worry about becoming a pauper anytime soon. In this video, we'll be discussing all things Jeff Bezos, from the time he was still in school until he became the world's richest man.
But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple.
Before we take a look at Bezos' extravagant lifestyle, let's get to know the CEO better. Jeff Bezos was born on the 12th of January 1964 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He was born to Ted Jorgensen and Jacqueline Giza Jorgensen, a teenage mother. His parents were married for less than a year, and his mother remarried when Jeff was only 4 years old, to Mike Bezos, a Cuban immigrant. The family moved to Miami when he was just a teenager, and it was there where he developed his love for computers. He was the class valedictorian in high school, and at a young age, he already had an entrepreneurial mind. During high school, he was juggling his studies with his very first business, the Dream Institute. It was an educational summer camp for 4th to 6th graders. Bezos went to school at Princeton University, and unlike most billionaires who dropped out to pursue their passions, such as Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates, Bezos graduated cum laude with a degree in electrical engineering and computer science. After getting his university degree, Jeff went on to start a career in finance. Jeff worked for various firms on Wall Street such as Bankers Trust, Fitel, and the investment firm D.E. Shaw. He became the latter's youngest vice president in 1999 at the age of 26. He had an extremely lucrative career in finance, but he chose to move to the then new world of e-commerce. He quit his job in 1994, packed his bags, and moved to Seattle. He had visions set on the yet untapped potential of the internet by opening an online bookstore. He considered a few names for his online bookstore, one of which was Cadabra, but decided against it as it sounds very much like the word cadaver. He settled on the word Amazon, the world's largest river, in 1995 after his friends helped him beta test to the site. Before the company was launched, a few employees and Bezos began developing software in his garage. Although there was no press promotion and other things of the sort, the launch was successful. In just 30 days, they were selling books across the entire United States and in 45 countries. Sales reached $20,000 a week within 2 months of the launch. The company went public in 1997, and the rest, as they say, is history. Today, Amazon has become the world's largest e-commerce site, diversifying its offerings by selling anything under the sun. Amazon is now estimated to have a total worth of $1 trillion, joining other tech titans in the upper echelons. His divorce was one of the most expensive in history. For 25 years, Jeff and his wife were the world's richest couple. However, after 25 years, their union came to an end. The couple's divorce became the subject of several speculations, and before the finalization of the marriage's dissolution, there were debates. Amazon investors were concerned about the impact the couple's personal lives could have on the company's financial well-being. The couple decided to amicably part ways, and they agreed on a whopping $38 billion settlement. It made Mackenzie the third richest woman in the world. The couple has since moved on with their lives, and Bezos is now in a relationship with Lauren Sanchez, a pilot. However, the relationship isn't without controversy. The National Enquirer once published intimate text messages between the two, as well as photos of the couple, just hours after the divorce was announced. Jeff Bezos is one of the biggest landowners in America. Bezos invests millions in real estate, and he isn't shy about buying property in the U.S. According to the Wall Street Journal, he owns a 5.3-acre estate in Medina, Washington, valued at more than $20 million. A townhouse in Washington, D.C. that used to be a textile museum valued at $23 million, and 3 apartments in New York City valued at $17 million. He owns a $25 million mansion in Beverly Hills and recently bought a $12.9 million property right next door to the mansion. And don't forget to add the massive 30,000-acre ranch in Texas to his long list of properties. This is his headquarters for Amazon's space transportation program. Lastly, he has a mansion in the air that cost him $96 million. We're talking about the 4 apartments in the Flatiron condo in New York. The first 3 purchases were the largest apartment deals made in the city at $80 million. He then bought another apartment and combined all of them to have a massive penthouse. The property on the 20th floor has a combined space of more than 20,000 square feet. Suffice it to say that Bezos won't be wanting for land anytime soon. Aside from Amazon, Bezos owns plenty of other companies. If you think that Bezos only owns Amazon, Amazon, you're badly mistaken. The billionaire has made numerous investments from his venture capital firm Bezos Expeditions, his Bezos Family Foundation, and a private company called Nash Holdings. He's also invested huge amounts of money in agriculture, education, tech, and cancer research. He's invested in Airbnb, Twitter, Whole Foods, Uber, and Grail. He surprised everyone when he bought the Washington Post in 2013 for a whopping $250 million. He might have surprised the rest of us, but the amount was just loose change for Bezos. Bezos is also the owner of Blue Origins, which has the aim of developing large-scale tourism, transport, and colonization into space. It's funded on an annual basis by selling $1 billion worth of Amazon stock. Bezos flies in style in his ridiculously expensive jet. If you're Bezos, you don't fly commercial. After all, why would you when you have mountains and mountains of money to spend? In his case, a private jet is more of a necessity than a luxury, but doesn't stop him from getting the best of the best. He has the Gulfstream G650ER. The super-fast private jet set Bezos back $65 million. He uses it to make multiple trips between his company's headquarters in Seattle, Blue Origin's base camp, and other parts of the country, and sometimes the world, banking on the space race. Although it's true that Elon Musk did recently best Jeff Bezos in the world's richest man category, it might not be that long before the latter dethrones Elon Musk in the space race, because as mentioned earlier, Bezos founded Blue Origins, which he believes could have paying customers on short trips to space very soon. His love for space has also led Bezos to finance the recovery of the remains of numerous Apollo booster rocket engines from various parts of the Atlantic Ocean. For all the material things he's amassed, Bezos spends a substantial amount of money on philanthropy. Although Bezos' contributions are limited when you compare them to Warren Buffett's and Bill Gates, the fact is that he still spends money on helping. He gave $35 million to the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center, and in May of 2020, he gave $1 million to the Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press. In 2015, the Bezos Family Foundation had more than $54 million in assets, of which $20 million was donated. Some of the money went to the Woodland Park Zoological Society, Teach for America, Aspen University, and the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy. Bezos also gave money to his alma mater, Princeton University, the University of Washington Foundation, and Washington United for Marriage. Bezos is also looking for more philanthropic endeavors and is open to new ideas that will produce more results, as posted on his Twitter account. Bezos also knows when to take a break. Certainly, someone as busy as Jeff Bezos takes breaks from time to time. Even CEOs need time away from work to reinvigorate themselves, and although Bezos doesn't take time out from selling, he does take vacations. He's known to travel with an entourage and often brings his parents, siblings, and in-laws along to his adventures. In 2017, he took a vacation in Rome with the rest of the extended family. The group visited the major attractions such as Campo dei Fiori Market and the Piazza Navona. He invested money in a giant clock. Bezos put in more than $40 million of his money in a 10,000-year clock which is being built by the Long Now Foundation. The clock will reportedly only chime once a year. It's under construction on land which Bezos already owns in the Sierra Diablo Mountains in Texas. The clock will have a unique chime for each year so that visitors will consider how humanity can survive to hear all 10,000 chimes. That's quite the concept. Despite his fortune, Bezos drives modest cars. Bezos always had a reputation for not being flashy when it comes to vehicles, and that hasn't changed even after acquiring a very big fortune. With a net worth of $182 billion as of December 2020, he can certainly afford to purchase limited edition cars, but he doesn't see the need to do so. He chose to drive a Honda Accord in 1997. Before he got the Accord, he used to take a 1987 Chevrolet Blazer to the streets. It was also reported that his then-wife Mackenzie used to drive him to work until 2013. With the amount of money he has, it would be hard for Bezos to spend all of his fortunes, even in spite of his luxurious lifestyle. Well, that's the end of our video. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now!